What's good, guys? Coming back with another car ride video. It's been a while. I said, let me reach out and speak to my family just to check in with you guys since it's been so long. There are two obvious topics that are going on right now, and I'm not even going to touch it. I'm so exhausted by these two stories that I'm just not even going to mention who they are about. If you've been paying attention to the news and the blogs and everything, you know what I'm referencing. I'm not even talking about that. But I don't know. I just have a couple of thoughts, and you all let me know what you think about it. So I don't know whether it's me getting older or what the deal is, but the older I get, the more and more disenchanted I am becoming with black celebrities. We are in a time now where many things are being exposed about people, about the society we live in, about the way of the world, about your favorite entertainers. Like it's a lot of exposure going on, and I think it has to do with people, how can I say, I don't want to say suddenly awakening, but there is a great awakening going on. I don't know why, but people's bullshit, is not being able to slide like it used to. And in particular, I have grievance with black celebrities, black Hollywood, black athletes, just anybody black who has a major platform. When you really sit and just think about just the logistics of how someone becomes famous, what makes them famous, it all boils down to them having something that a large group of people find special, entertaining. Those people like whatever it is that these celebrities have, whether they play ball, they act, they sing, they dance, whatever. In order for you to have a platform, it's the people who have to give it to you, right? And I think they forget that once they get on and they start making like those real white dollars, they forget that it was the support of black people that even gave them exposure to even be picked up by anybody else. Anybody who's doing like major business with them and giving them those large white checks saw a way that they could profit off of them, right? Because these businesses, they aren't going to invest money into someone who's not going to provide a return, and a large return at that. So it's us giving you the attention that you're seeking and supporting these black artists that puts them in position. Just think about it. Somewhere in the world, and I know many of you may not believe this, and I'm just using this as an example. Don't come at me, just an example, just because she seems to be a very popular singer and like the kind of the standard that everybody else gets compared to. That's the only reason why I'm bringing her up. But somewhere in the world is a woman who can sing better than Beyonce. Whatever that means, to sing better than Beyonce. There's someone in the world who can do it better than Beyonce. But she doesn't have a platform. And so the rest of the world's not going to know about her. Right? So it's like they get these platforms. They use us to get on. Because, even white people know if you really want to get on and you're having trouble breaking into like the mainstream industry, You go through the back door through black people. Because when we like something, we oversaturate it. Right? We oversaturate it. And then it becomes popping. And then the next thing you know, here come these white businesses because they see a way that they can profit off of it. Right? So, you use black people to get you popping, to get you on, to pay you some attention. And then when the white checks start coming in, you act real funny. You can't speak on anything that's pertaining to us. You can't relate to us. Like, they literally insulate themselves with their money and their networks and their resources to a point where they fall out of touch with the black community. Like, the problems that we have, you know, it's not their problems, but when you wanted someone to pay you some attention and to come support you when you were in a play or you were in a movie, or, you know, even when you were first starting off, you looked to black people. You didn't look to white people. I'm just keeping it real. And it's just amazing how fake and phony they become in such a short period of time. You know, and they either become apathetic to the things that are going on in the community that lifted them up into notoriety, or either they think that they are what I call Negro whisperers, where they are just like this all-knowing being. You're not out here in the trenches with us. You're not out here wondering how you're going to pay your light bill, wonder if you can pay for daycare, but, you know, you're going to tell me everything that I'm doing wrong when you have lots of money and access to resources and networks to throw at any problem that you encounter. The regular average black person doesn't have that, you know. Or you also have this type. They love to get on Instagram and tell you to be positive. Like Diddy is good for doing that. Oh, be so positive. Oh, peace and love and this and that. And don't forget, you can do anything you want to do. Always follow your dreams. And it's just like, yeah, that shit is nice. But I mean, when I really look at what that shit is worth fucking nothing. Because at the end of the day, you get to go home to some 3,000 thread count damn Egyptian cotton sheets and shit. Some real silk sheets if you wanted to. If you want to get real fancy. With your damn 5-car garage and your big fucking damn mansion and all this fucking land that you have and all this fucking money that you have. You know, it's real easy to be positive. And I'm not saying money solve everything, because it don't. Because we see all of these rich people like killing themselves, you know. However, imagine having a problem and being broke on top of it. I don't want to hear from you rich bitches what I should do about my broke people problem. I'm just saying. You know, it's almost like black people, we need to remind these black celebrities of how they even got into notoriety. Like, nobody would know you without us. Like, seriously. And it's like, it's low-key disgusting the way that they take us and use us. Like, they'll use us to get on, and then once they get on, and they don't want to do the, what you call the chitlin circus. We become the chitlin circuit then, right? You know, like, I think about Kevin Hart. You know, think about Kevin Hart. Like, before he was even doing soul playing, he was doing stand-up. You couldn't pay Kevin Hart to come to a small comedy club now. And a lot of you might say, well, he don't have to because he's rich and famous and he's this and this and that. And you don't have to, but me personally, I'm a humble person. I'll never forget where I came from. I'll never, like, be so upper echelon that, you know, the people that brought me up are no longer good enough for me to even pay attention to, you know. Just like how Lil Wayne said, basically, when he said that ignorant comment about how did he say it? Black lives matter, But it's white people. Basically, it's white people that go to his concert. So that's all who he cares about catering to. That's what he said, something to that effect. And it's just like these black celebrities literally do not give a shit about us. Why do we take our hard-earned money to continue to support someone who shits on us? Like, all of these fucking black men that fucking sell black women fantasies and things like that. Like, you make your bread and butter by being a black beefcake, trying to entice black women, you know, trying to look good for black women. So we'll come out and see your black ass, but then in real life, you married to Becky. Which, you could be married to whomever you want to be married to. But why don't you try having a white audience as a target audience, since you really don't fuck with us when it really comes down to it? I'm just saying, like, people are just so fake and phony, and they're fucking users. Like, I don't mean no harm, and I'm not knocking nobody, and they shine. But I look at Taraji. You know how she suddenly become the go-to black actress. You know what I mean? Like, cause they do, Hollywood does that to us, where they peg one of us as the actor, the actress to go to. And I'm noticing how she's up in everything. And so it makes me wonder, Taraji, girl, what are you doing to get this shit? And it's not to say she's not talented. She's super talented. Stupid talented. Taraji could be anything. She can act anything. She can go from being something as extreme as a prostitute to being a nun. And I would believe her in both roles. However, I know the game don't work like this, where hard work and talent rises to the top. That ain't how this Hollywood game is built. So it makes me question her. Like, what you doing, boo? To be getting all these roles. Like, Hollywood ain't nobody friend, especially ain't no black person friend. You doing some shit. You doing some questionable shit to lock your place in. And it just, like I said, it just makes me question them all. I question them all. And I hope one day we get to a point where we see that entertainment is not where we need to be. Excuse me. Entertainment is not where we need to be investing all of our time, our energy, and our resources. We are giving way too much money to these damn black entertainers instead of investing in our own neighborhoods, our own communities, in ourselves. Because without us, they ain't nothing. And don't let them ever fool you into believing that because they're getting white checks, they don't need us. Not true. The moment that we stop fucking with them, they're not gonna be popping no more. Please believe that. The only reason why they're getting the white checks is because black people are making them popping. The white checks aren't going to come to somebody just because they're talented, just because they got the look. The white checks want to know, can we recoup our money and then some? So if they're not popping, they ain't going to be able to recoup any monies. Just keeping it real with y'all. I'm not hating on nobody, but we need to stop fucking with these black fake ass celebrities. They don't mean us any good. They always have an agenda. At the end of the day, they'll sell us out for a wooden nickel. They'll sell us out for free. They continuously throw us under the bus. They continuously look down and talk down upon us like we don't know shit because they got a bag that they probably had to suck and fuck for, but they got a bag. And I'm not saying all, there are no absolutes unless you're talking about math. However, I think most of them operate this way because that's the way the game is set up. The game is not set up for there to be any free-thinking free agents up in Hollywood or up in the entertainment or the athlete world. And so it makes me question their integrity. Anyway, guys, what do you think? Drop your comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time.